Alrighty, my name's Cindy Wesley, and tonight I am doing my special occasion speech in front of all my family, and I will stand around the room so we can see everybody. Let's see if I did it.
You're up too high, Mom.
Am I up too high?
Just bend the screen down.
There we go. Anyway, we're all here. We're all having a blast. For my special occasion speech, I have chosen to do a eulogy. Okay, tonight I have chosen to do the eulogy, and I'm not going to do a eulogy like most people do eulogies in the past, or have done eulogies in the past. And tonight I am choosing to do my eulogy on Jesus Christ. Most people in the past have done eulogies by mourning the death of a loved one, and I am going to invite you to flip the script and celebrate the life of a loved one, namely Jesus. He is survived by his mother Mary and his Father God and his brothers and sisters. And he had a stepfather named Joseph, who was a man of good moral standing, who taught him those morals, and he also gave him carpentry skills that he used for quite some time till he was in his 30s. He was said to have had wisdom that was way beyond his years, and if he was ever lost, you could find him hanging out in the temple. When he was about the age of 30 years old, he decided to go on a journey after he had met a friend named John the Baptist. After their meeting and his subsequent cleansing, he took off and he was never the same again. John the Baptist had told about his coming long before he had come, and he had really kind of stirred up quite a little bit of hope within the people in the surrounding cities and towns. Jesus changed the lives of everybody he came in contact with. There were things that happened everywhere he went that can be considered nothing more than miracles. He also, on the way, picked up several friends. The first two he picked up were Andrew and Simon, and then James and John, and then Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matt, James, Thaddeus, Simon, and finally Judas, who ended up betraying him later on. He ended up with a dozen friends. They hung out with him and they listened to his teachings, and they ended up becoming his disciples. And a disciple is called a follower or a learner, somebody who learns from. Later on, after his death, they became known as apostles, or ones who are sent out. He taught all of us that none of us are right, or will we ever be. He also let us know that we were going to need help. Instead of having the 10 Commandments that his friend Joseph had given us, or Moses had handed down to us, we were just going to have one, and that was to love one another. And I know, especially this last couple of weeks, I struggle with that on a daily basis, just loving my neighbor as I would love myself. It seems like such a simple thing to do, but yet so hard all at the same time. He also told us that when he would be having to leave us, but as soon as he did, that he would send a helper. Just after his death, the earth shook, the sky turned black, and there was a mighty rushing wind that destroyed the temple, left it in ruins. Many lives were changed. Much more was accomplished in that one day than many people could have ever imagined. Thanks to that day and the love that he poured out, we do not have to fear or mourn death today. We can celebrate the life and achievements of those who passed before us. To die at the age of 33 to some people might be considered a tragedy, but if you have eyes that see and ears that can hear, that's not the case. There are thousands of people who celebrate his life on a weekly basis and feel that his presence and his memory lives on, and his presence is felt with us on a weekly basis. He was just one man who cared enough about other people to change the lives of generations to come. Thanks.